Go over there. Go over there. That's my dog. Hello, writer friends on YouTube and the world. I hope I'm reaching that many people. Not yet. Too early in the channel. My name is Tiffany Reyes. I'm a fantasy author and welcome to my channel. So today's video is actually the author newbie tag. I saw that, I don't really know how tags work. I'll be totally honest with you. I think somebody just hashtags you or something like that, or at you on Instagram and Twitter, and then you have to do it. Nobody has done that for me. Nobody knows me. I don't have enough of a social media following, just so you know. I'm trying to work on that. It's hard. I'm doing this tag and I hope you like it. That's my printer, if you can hear it, printing out the questions. Because I was not prepared. Now I am prepared. First question, how did you find out about AuthorTube? I saw it on YouTube. I would look up writer videos to see what other writers, to find out about other writers. And they were all doing this tag and I thought, okay. Question number 2, what genres do you write in? I like to say fantasy and horror sprinkled in romance. Also dark fantasy sprinkled with romance. Point is, it's always fantasy. No, I lied. 95% of the time it's fantasy. 100% of the time it's horror because I have horror in every novel. And 80% is romance because I love having a little romance in my books. Question number 3, what is your preferred writing tense, point of view, and category of story? I write in the past tense. I like writing in the past tense. If a book is in present tense, I have a hard time reading it. Usually I write in first person. I like to think I prefer third person, but for some reason all my books end up being first person. I feel like you can get in a character's head more. Question number 4, are you a plotter, pantser, or plantser? I'm definitely a plotter. I'm an extensive plotter. I plot everything down to the lines of dialogue they say during a scene. I have been a pantser before and it has led me nowhere. I have had disastrous edits because I've pantsed my way through a book and had no idea what was happening with it. And then when I rewrote it or edited it the first time, I pretty much rewrote the book. So it is not for me. If you excel at it, power to you, because I don't know how you do it. Plotter all the way. Question number 5, are you a self-published, published, or yet to be published author? I am self-published. I did self-publish a book. It didn't work out because I have no, as I've mentioned before, I don't have enough of a following on social media, so I had like no people that wanted to read it. And then also I don't know anything about marketing. I have horrible, crippling social anxiety, so it was hard for me to go out there and market my book. So that's when I realized I need to get traditionally published because they do all the work for you. Question number 6, what publishing company, literary agent, and or printing company are you represented by or use? If you're not published, what is your dream publishing house and or literary agent? So I already had a literary agent. She wasn't my dream agent, but she was a good agent at the time. But that's a terrible, terrible story that I will talk about in a future video on literary agents, how that works, how difficult it is. I would love to be published at Simon & Schuster. Probably never happen because I'm not sure if they publish my kind of books, but I would love to be published by them. And my dream agent would probably be Lisa Rogers of Jabberwocky. I've always wanted to be represented by them. I believe that they also represent Charlene Harris, and I see a lot of similarities in my writing style and hers. But yeah. Question number 7, what AuthorTube related videos can we expect to find on your channel? Definitely some videos about writing, obviously. Some videos, some secret projects that will be coming in the near to distant future. I'd like to release these projects when I have a little bit more of a following because they are going to take a lot of work. Some of the videos and series I intend to make are stuff I either haven't seen online or don't see a lot of, so it'll be fun to, you know, add something new to the mix. Question number 8, when did you start writing? I started writing, I've been writing all my life, but I started writing seriously when I was 13. I saw Lord of the Rings in 2001. I came home from the movie theater and I said to my mom, I need to write a novel. And I went to my computer and I got on there and I typed in a random name and boom, it was crazy. That novel actually got deleted because it was on back in the days of floppy disks. I saved it on a floppy disk and I didn't realize that when it asks you to reformat your disk, that means it wipes everything out. I still have the disk. I can't show you it because it has the name of the book on it, which I intend on writing one day. Don't we all say that? Question number 9, what was the first story you ever wrote? It was an epic fantasy. To this day, I love epic fantasy more than any other subgenre. I'm the best at it. Not like better than everybody else. I mean, for me, that's what I'm the best at, is epic fantasy. I can world build like a son of a... Question number 10, what authors have inspired your writing the most? This is an easy question. I've always thought if somebody interviewed me and asked me who my favorite author was, I would say this man. You wouldn't think it, and you probably haven't heard of him, but his name is Richard Lehman, and he's a splatterpunk author. And I could go on at length about why he is such an amazing writer to me, but the one thing I will say about him is that through his writing, I learned that you have to be fearless. You know, if you're writing something and you're like, oh my God, is this gonna make my mother blush, or is this gonna make my mother go, Tiffany, you know, or something like that, then you're doing it right. Chapter 11, bankruptcy. No. Question 11, do you schedule your writing sessions or simply get to writing whenever you find the time? Whenever I find the time. I have a lot of free time, so I'm fortunate enough to be a stay-at-home wife. So I pretty much can write whenever I want, and I do. I get lots of writer's block, but you know, I do. I write a lot. I spend too much time writing, maybe. I should be spending some time washing some dishes or something sometimes. Question number 12. Do you type on a computer, typewriter, write everything out by hand, or use a blend of those? I would say a combination of computer and notepads or notebooks. I really love using my computer for stuff. It's a pretty computer. It's got a big screen so I can see everything because I'm blind. I also love notebooks because they're so pretty. So yeah, I use those too. And where do you write in general? I normally write in my office. My office is very organized. It doesn't have clutter. It's really clean all the time. And I do that because it keeps my head, you know, in a relaxed state. So I'm not stressed out about, you know, picking this up or picking that up. When I'm in my office, I know I'm in work mode. And question number 13, what are you most looking forward to now that you're part of AuthorTube? I'm most looking forward to making new writer friends and also building my social media presence on the internet. I want to have a social media presence for when I do ultimately get published, whether it's selling this book or selling one 3 years down the road. You know, I would like to have some sort of social media presence so I could have people to be excited with me, have people to buy my book. So that's definitely one of my goals, which I'm gonna go for, hopefully succeed at. But also to make writer friends, CPs, or just writing buddies, honestly. Just people to just say, hey, oh my God, one day we're gonna be famous. You know what I mean? Just stuff like that. So that's the Author Newbie tag. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any other questions for me, please leave them in the comments down below if you have an answer. That's it, man. I'll see ya.